Hello, today we are talking about Epiphany. We celebrate this on January the 6th, 12 days after Christmas, and we'll be thinking about the wise men.
We three kings of Orient are bearing gifts. We traverse afar, field and fountains, moor and mountains, following yonder star. Born a king on Bethlehem's plain, gold I bring to crown him again. King forever, ceasing never, over us all to reign. Oh, star of wonder, star of light, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light. Frankincense to offer have I, incense owns a deity's nigh, prayer and praising voices raising, worship him the most high. Myrrh is mine, its bitter perfume breathes a life of gathering gloom, sorrowing, sighing, bleeding, dying, sealing the stone cold tomb. Oh, star of wonder, star of light, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding.
This is how to do your picture of a camel. I've cut a handprint out and put of brown paper, and I've done a face on it, but you can do a handprint out of paint. So I've got some sand that I'm going to put there. You could use sandpaper or actual sand. And I've got another piece that I'm going to put on. I'm going to put my camel on. There we go. And I've done a nice thing there. And I've done a sun. It's going to be really sunny in the desert. And I've done some cactus. You can be more imaginative and do lots of different things, but there you go. That's my simple handprint camel picture.
Jesus was born in Bethlehem, in a region where the evil King Herod ruled. About the time of Jesus' birth, some wise men from the east arrived in Jerusalem, asking King Herod,
"Where is the newborn King of the Jews? We saw his star as it rose, and we have come to worship him."
King Herod was angered by what he heard. A king other than himself? In his own land? Herod called a meeting of the leading priests and teachers of religious law and asked,
"Where is the Messiah supposed to be born?"
"In Bethlehem, in Judea, for this is what the prophet wrote."
You, Bethlehem, are one of the smallest towns in Judah, but from you will come one who will rule Israel for me. He comes from very old times, from days long ago.
Then King Herod called the wise men back in for a private meeting. He told the wise men,
"Go to Bethlehem and search carefully for the child. And when you find him, come back and tell me so that I can worship him too."
After listening to the king, the wise men left to follow the star. They arrived at the place where Jesus was And going into the house, they found the promised child and his mother Mary. They gave him offerings of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, and were so overjoyed at the fulfillment of God's promise, they bowed before Jesus and worshipped him. That night in a dream, the wise men were warned about returning to King Herod. He was plotting to kill Jesus. When they awoke, they departed and traveled back to their home country a different way.
This is what you need to make your peg camel. I've got a camel template and I've coloured it in, and you need 2 pegs. Colour your camel on card, and when you've done that, you put his legs on. One there, and one there, and then you can stand him up, and there you have your peg camel. This is the template I used, which can be found on Pinterest, for our peg camel. Today's memory verse is, when they saw the star, they were filled with joy. Matthew 2, verses 10.